Okay, let's go.
Stand back now while I sense the place out. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the robot maze.
I like going there.
We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again.
You're so right, Botley. And this time it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys.
Okay, I had enough of you boasting. Okay, gloating, whatever. Same thing, right? All right, let's get these in order. Drag and drop. Okay. So Polly's being annoying again. You know, so Rescue Heroes. Oh my gosh, I love that show. It was really neat. It was really neat to watch it back then. Back in times where things were simpler, I guess. I don't know. Nowadays, everyone has their smartphone walking around playing Pokemon Go, and I'm already nervous. I'm not gonna play that game, just, you know, because responsibilities.
Great work! The robot reached its destination, and we have our object.
Who's laughing now, Polly?
Great! Take the clue and... Alright, we got all the mission clues. Now all we need is enough invention points.
Hi.
We need 1,000 total. How about playing a game on the...
We had to get more points again.
We're back at the maze. And look, there's another box down there.
Polly, I really don't want to hear you gloating again, okay? oh, I'm sorry. I just had to, you know, yeah, jump west, south 2, west 1. I think, yeah, that'll work. I don't think that's the setup I had last time, but whatever. Unless they switched up the commands for this level. Might put in different ones, if you know what I mean. So I remember all the characters from Rescue Heroes. Well, almost. Rocky Canyon, Area of Fire,
Nice going. You had him in the palm of your hand the whole time.
Wendy Waters.
Alright. Take the invention points and put them in your inventory. Then on to... We've got everything we need. Take a deep breath and click on the time machine door back there.
It was a cool show. For its time, of course. Wonder if they'll reboot it someday. I really hope so, because it's really reboot worthy.
Alright, things are going well. We're back at mission control. But before we do anything else, we need to use the Wheel of Invention.
Because, you know, we all need a reminder, because, you know, of certain recent events. Yeah, I think the world needs more of that. More shows like that. This shows that have us appreciate what, you know, what law enforcement and paramedics, EMS, and all that stuff. Yeah, so.
Applause, applause! Hey, you're doing great. Start the wheel a spinning by clicking
Excuse me.
the on button.
Coming at you anytime, anywhere, I'm Monty Monitor, and this is Pollywood Squares. Today, we're on a 911 rescue mission to save none other than Roastbuck, the robot fireman. Your first clue is an ice cube. The ice cube will show you what your mission is all about. Ever wonder why an ice cube cracks when you put it in your drink? It's because the air inside it starts expanding. Ice cubes are small blocks of ice. Ice was the world's first form of what?
You know, I really like Rescue Heroes just because of what they always said at the end of every show. Think like a rescue hero, think safe. Yeah, that stuck with me for a very long time. In fact, I still remember it to this very day.
Chillin'! Before electric refrigerators were invented, people chilled things with large blocks of ice. Thousands of years ago, they used snow. Which of the following needs refrigeration to stay fresh? Of course!
Uh-huh.
If you refrigerate milk, it lasts longer. Before milk gets to the store, it's sterilized to make it safer to drink. What's killed in the process of sterilization? That's right! Bacteria and viruses are tiny creatures called germs. Germs are the subject of this mission.
Yeah, I just want to wake up the next
We
day
have to go
with
back in time
foodborne
to when germs
illness.
were discovered. We better wash our hands once we get back.
Your second clue is a milk bottle. It will tell you who discovered germs. Not so long ago, milkmen delivered bottles of milk to people's homes. Today, most milk is bought in stores. Milk bottles have largely been replaced by cartons. What still comes in glass bottles?
I've always admired some old-time traditions. Never mind. But seriously, and mentioning an alcoholic drink here.
Good. Beer and wine still come in glass bottles. Some traditions are less easy to break than glass. Which process puts alcohol into beer?
Well, at least it's the forget it.
Good going. Fermentation happens when yeast turns sugar into alcohol. Which scientist discovered fermentation?
You know, I can't have any alcoholic drinks just because, you know, this medicine I'm on, it might affect me more than a drunken person. I'm embarrassed to say. I never tried it, but honestly, I don't think I ever will.
Yes, sirree! Louis Pasteur found out how yeast turns sugar into alcohol. He also proved that germs caused diseases. Before Pasteur, people didn't know for sure what caused disease.
Imagine devoting your life to exploring a world that's invisible to the naked eye. Keep going. I want to find out more about this Louis Pasteur character.
Ooh, this'll be lovely.
Your third clue is a menu. The menu will help you find out where in the world germs were discovered. A menu is a list of dishes available to eat at a restaurant. Many menus start off with a list of appetizers, followed by main courses, then dessert. I'm getting hungry just talking about it. Where would
Excuse
you
me.
find a menu?
My favorite fancy restaurant to go to is Applebee's. What's yours?
Of course! A cafe is a small restaurant that serves a limited menu. Cafes get their name from a word that means what?
I just like them because of the.
Gable.
I just like them because, well, because of the salads. Yeah, means what?
That answer was good to the last drop. cafes used to be coffee houses. That's how they got their name. Where in the world do they say cafe instead of coffee?
Of course, it's French.
That's right. The French word for coffee is café. It was in France where Pasteur discovered germs.
Of course, his last name is...
Merci, Monsieur Monitor. We've got one clue to go. Hang in there, you're doing great.
Oh boy.
Your fourth clue is a worm. The worm will tell you when in history your mission takes place. 200 years ago, doctors used worms to cure the sick. They put blood-sucking leeches on your skin and wait for them to drink the bad blood.
Oh.
Which animal can eat 20 worms in a single day? You're flying now. Robins are small birds famous for cementing their nests with mud. Which legendary figure named Robin stole from the rich and gave to the poor?
Just so you know, he's not referring to a certain boy wonder. Just so you know. But seriously, it's like... Oh, and they mentioned his name after... Oh, and he's from the Winnie the Pooh, and yeah.
Go, kid, go! Stories of the virtuous Robin Hood are the stuff of legends. Robin Hood and his gang of thieves reportedly lived in England in Sherwood Forest.
Oh my.
Robin Hood lived during the Middle Ages. Which of the following years was not in the Middle Ages? Correct, Amundo. The Middle Ages lasted from about 400 to 1500. Long after the Middle Ages in 1865, Pasteur discovered that germs cause disease.
That wraps it up.
Cool.
Our mission to rescue Rosebot, the robot fireman, and protect Louis Pasteur's discovery. If we're not successful, the history of milk will go sour.
Ugh, sour milk. Has anyone ever smelled that? Oh my god. Okay.
Fasten your seatbelt and click on me when you're ready to go.
Alright.
Wash your hands after this trip. We're going to France over 100 years ago, and Louis Pasteur is about to discover germs. Voila!
Oh
Louis Pasteur is
my.
about to figure out a way to sterilize milk. But who's that peeking in the window? It's Rosebot. Oh no! Rosebot is heating up the cow.
Oh.
That's not how you sterilize milk. Hit the recall button.
Somewhere, Billy Blazes is frowning.
What a relief,
Whew.
especially for the cow. Pasteur invented pasteurization. You heat the milk to kill the germs. Now back to the future.
Lovely.
Whoa, that was some landing. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest. Back at the robot roost, and we've added another robot to the collection.
Oh, Dotley, you do have a hero complex, don't you? Always wanting to save the world. Just to make you happy, the next mission will be even harder.
Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory.
I was trying to think of a good comeback, but I forgot. Okay.